I'm so excited.
Lock in.
Where's the goobers? Log in. Are you watching it on your own stream?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you don't need me. You don't need me.
John Marathon is here.
I forgot the stream was today. I fell asleep.
Go here.
Better get on soon, gang.
What's wrong with it?
Right now.
Oh, what? It's 1 o'clock? Oh, shit.
Yeah, literally right now.
It's starting. It's starting.
Oh, can you stream it, please?
I got you.
I'm turning on my computer. Oh, my pants are off. Why? Also, what the fuck happened? I just saw a thing and I saw you
Stop.
sent
We'll go over it later. It
500
doesn't matter.
pictures.
Hush.
Okay.
All right, everyone, hello and welcome back to Bungie HQ here in beautiful Washington, where we're coming to you live with the opportunity to share a little bit of marathon gameplay with you for the very first time. My name's Andy. I work on the social media team here, and we've got a awesome show lined up for you with a little surprise at the end that you're going to want to stick around to. So make sure to go ahead and not tune out early. But no need to worry, you're not going to have to sit here and listen to me. I'm joined by some of my teammates here at Bungie to walk us through some of what we're going to be seeing today. So no time like the present. Let's get into the show. First things first, this gentleman here to my right, to your left, is Marathon's game director, Mr. Joe Ziegler. Joe, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you very much. Super excited to finally show something about our game. You know, we've been a little bit silent for a while, but we're hoping you'll have a lot of fun today.
Yeah, we'll have another video in addition to the one of just you in your office hanging out.
Exactly. So, I won't be talking for like 20 minutes straight this time. I promise,
So for anyone out there that may not know you or what you do here, can you tell us just a little bit about yourself?
I work with a lot of amazing people, some of the people on this stage, a lot of people who are sort of in the audience here today. My goal is ultimately to take sort of all the ideas that we have, bring them together in a singular experience, and help to deliver that experience as a single thread. So just love that.
Thank you very much for being here today, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. As we go on down the line, we're also joined by a man who's been instrumental in bringing the worlds of both games and film to life, our franchise art director, Mr. Joe Cross. Joe, how's it going? Joe, for anyone, obviously you've got some fans here, but for anyone out there in the audience at home that may not know you or doesn't get a chance to work with you, can you tell us just a little bit about who you are and what you do here?
Yeah, so I'm Joe Cross. I'm franchise art director of Marathon. And my job is to sort of set the tone and the vision, the visual style of this, reimagine this IP and this amazing game. And then, make sure that our world-class art team is set up for success. Paving the way a bit.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for everything. We're going to have a lot to dig into today, so thank you for being here as well.
Thank you.
As we go right on down the line, we have, without a doubt, the most important Andrew on this stage here today, our gameplay director, Mr. Andrew Witz. How's it going, Witz? Witz, for anyone out there that may be just meeting you for the first time, can you tell us just a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, Andrew Witz. I'm the gameplay director. What basically means is I had to work with a bunch of awesome people to set up what the survival sandbox of Marathon is going to be. So that's runners, weapons and equipment, and the combatants, the UESC. They're going to be hunting players on Tau Ceti. So yeah, what up to the gameplay team? Thank you all for all your
That's
work.
a big reveal. They didn't.
And of course, last but exceptionally not least, someone who you've probably seen in Bungie Vidocs in the past, and someone who's been able to help guide design here
also, he's got
at
some.
Bungie
I mean,
since Halo
Escape from
3.
Tarkov is PvP.
The one, the only Mr.
Yeah, I kind of
senior
figured.
designer
I
here,
kind of
rather,
figured,
the
but
one,
they
the
didn't
only
announce
Mr.
it
Lars
until
Bakken.
he said that.
Okay, I really hope his game's a better version of Punk.
Either Dead on Arrival or the best game ever. No in between.
Thank you.
Dude,
Thank you.
that shirt is
Lars,
tough
we're
as
back.
fuck.
You could say Marathon's
A
back.
worm, yeah. It's hard, though.
Marathon's back!
I'll leave that
Also,
to you.
the guy
Well, for
next to him,
anyone
he
out
got-
there
he
in the
got some
audience who
drippy
may not
J's
get that
on.
reference,
I
and
like
just
it.
meeting you for the first time, can you tell us just a little bit about yourself?
I
and
don't
what
know.
you do here?
It's just,
Yeah,
but
my
that
name
was
is
the
Lars
first
Bakken.
time
I'm a senior
that they
design
confirmed
lead on the
that there
Run
was going to
team.
be an
Shout out to
AI,
Run
either
team,
player
everyone that's out there
or
right now.
creature element.
A lot of fans out there. So the Run team is consisting of, we make the maps, so the zones that you're going into, we make the activities, so we take some of the cool stuff that Andrew's team, we remix it, we add the UESC in, we make them real difficult on purpose. And then we also have the contracts team, which are the factions, the
Bringing the difficulty back to
corporations
Marathon.
that
Confirmed?
players are sort of doing
Bring it
deals with because they're mercenaries. And so and
So
that
it's
gets a little bit down.
like a
into sort of
Frontiers, but better,
missions and
please.
everything. And so that's
Go some goddamn
that's
game.
the stuff I hopefully make everyone proud with.
Well, we'll get into that here very shortly, but no, thank you all for starters, all for being here. Before we get started as well, a quick reminder, do yourself a favor, make sure you've got your Bungie and your Twitch account linked to make sure you don't miss out on the Twitch drop that's going on right now. And if you also go ahead and subscribe to any channel in the Marathon directory, you can get a special little cat badge next to your name to go ahead and show everyone that you're
The
here
fucking
today.
cat
So
sticker
go
on the
out there,
keyboard.
Find a streamer you haven't found before, and make sure and drop a sub out there and share the
I
love.
will do, I will do
And
that.
also, if you have dropped your sub here on Marathon the Game, worry not, that money all goes to the Bungie Foundation, so thank you for helping us help them do some good out there. And now we have a big show again lined up. We've got some gameplay on the way coming up very shortly. We had a chance to go ahead and work with some creators and press very recently, and we're going to show you what they thought of the game. And of course, again, I'll repeat myself, but we've got something really great for you at the end of the show, so make sure and stick around. But again,
Frontiers, please.
No, it's gonna be like sign up for the.
What
It's
they
gonna be like
had
sign up for the closed
Yeah,
alpha.
so before we get started, obviously there's a lot
need some
to talk about
Bungie. They
today.
might do something
We
that's
have a
related.
little bit of a taste to show you about what our game is about, just to kick us off, so we can put some images to what we've been talking about here. So let's take a look.
Okay.
All right, lock in.
So this is in engine. The previous trailer wasn't in engine.
All right. Oh, throwing that. Confirm.
Ah shit, it's ass already.
I like this art style.
No, it sounds so hard, bro. It's
I
so
fuck
tough.
with this art style.
Hey,
It's very
it
like
does go hard.
cartoony.
Neo-futuristic.
It's called graphic realism. Get no
Graphic realism, that's
Oh
the
wait,
word.
it's invisible, bro. I'm gonna get this off. Envis shotgun. Really?
The end of all things.
Oh, dude, the art style's so good, man. It looks so
The
awesome.
dream is not over. My dream. Yours. Now. Run.
I'm gonna main this Titan, this big guy, bro. That guy I'm maining.
No, this chest, there's loot. Let's go.
It's a shield.
Oh, wait a minute, they reused the
Oh,
punch
Titan
animation.
Titan punch.
They reused the punch animation. What? That's ridiculous. The transcendent fist grab. They were using animations?
Oh, bubble? Bubble?
Wait, come on, man.
No, I respect it. I respect it.
No, don't tell me that they're reusing animations. Like, that's literally one-to-one. That's hard.
Oh, they have DMs.
That's pretty dumb.
September 23rd. I thought it was gonna be November drop, so we're getting Frontiers in July and then Marathon in September. Oh man.
First, you saw that correctly. Marathon will be releasing just later this year on September 23rd, so you'll be able to ship out to Tau City.
There's an alpha access this
And in
channel.
addition to that, coming just later this month on April 23rd, we're going to be running a closed alpha test
April
that you can be a part of. Now, as a quick heads up, this is going to be focused on North America, 18 plus only. So there's going to be a big chance to play up front, but don't worry, there's going to be other opportunities to play later. So to make sure you're caught up with all the details and you're ready to go, do yourself a favor, head over to our Discord at
Here's the
discord.gg/marathon
link to the alpha. I'm putting it in the
And
group chat.
of course, if you're here in Twitch chat with us today, then you've already done yourself a big favor. Members of our
Oh, wait.
community and moderation
Hold on.
teams are going to
It's
be going
per,
out and
account,
looking
my
for
fault.
folks to
fine.
drop codes to as well to make sure that you can get priority access when the
Where
alpha
is it?
kicks off.
Where-
So
what channel
go
do you
ahead and
find
keep
that
an eye
in?
out on your inbox. There's no exclamation
access,
point
I
drops
see
or
it.
anything you need to do, though I'm sure folks will do it anyway. But worry not, you've gone ahead and done yourself a favor by being here today. But let's get into it. What did we just see?
A lot of death, you know, is first what we all saw. But honestly, you saw a first glimpse of some of what's going on in Marathon, you know, our extraction shooter that we're creating over here. And it's got a little bit of everything. It's got some runners in there. It's got some weapons in there. It's got
Yeah.
some crazy stuff happening, but yeah.
Yeah, a little taste of the weapons in there. You saw some alternate weapon actions. The flip scope is in there, so weapons are going to do more than just shoot. Obviously, it's a Bungie game. We got to like really push things. Yeah, a lot of runner abilities are in there as well. The UESC, obviously, a little taste of the UESC and what they're capable of. Yeah, a lot of awesome stuff.
And some fun world interactions too. Like there's that sequence where the shutters go down and then everything goes wrong for the team that's in that room. But that's, yeah, it's pretty cool to see those things.
Yeah, everything goes wrong, the Andy Salisbury story. Mr. Ziegler, so why are we making Marathon? Why is Bungie going into the extraction shooter space?
I mean, extraction shooters are something that are a passion of all of ours. Like, we really like the idea of bringing this experience that we've all enjoyed, which is this kind of intense survival-based experience.
I feel like because I have a
where
shittier
you
computer,
are
it'll be easier
frequently
for me to get access
unsure
to
of what's
this.
going to happen next,
I
but
put
you're on
yes
that
or
adventurous
friend
ride of
about
it.
you
You know, it's,
when-
we talk about it
when
sort of like
the
it's a
survey.
horror story that's kind of unfolding before you. And testing yourself to see if you can survive it. And we really wanted to take that and sort of, I don't know, bring a lot more people into it. When you love something, you really kind of want to just, attract others to it, and so you can have a bigger party with it. And so, yeah, we've been doing a lot of work to make that happen.
Yeah.
You know?
No,
I mean, ours do. We don't play on video
Lars,
games.
Obviously, Bungie's
I'd say
got
I'll play
a
a good
long
bit.
history of shooters, but this is a new
always pick
type
the
altogether
mags,
for us to dive into.
'cause it's
From your
very
side, what's
close.
it been like designing for all of this?
Do you
been
work for a
fantastic.
news
So
outlet
when I started
covering
at
media
Bungie, it was
games
on the
or a
multiplayer
content creator?
team.
Well, I don't work
And,
for them, but I am
I
one.
am a competitive person in my
They'll say
nature.
no.
I really enjoy PvP.
Are you a Bungie play? No.
And so having to take that in
Unfortunately.
the marathon game and think about every single angle of every design, knowing that there will be other human beings in, around, and on the other side of it has just been fascinating and really exhilarating for myself personally, and I also know for the team.
It's been really exciting to see. And obviously, you mentioned we saw a lot. We saw some runners. Mr. Witz, can you do me a favor and help introduce these 4 runners that are going to be available when the closed alpha test begins?
Yeah, for sure. We'll have 6 runners at launch, but we're focusing on the core 4 here they're going to be in the alpha. So going left to right, we have Locust. Locust is our soldier kind of fantasy, our soldier kit, all about push forward gameplay, right? The first one
Blackbird,
in, trying to
Glitch,
get as many
Void.
picks as possible,
All the
right?
edging off like
Against
you're
either the
playing
UASC
Void.
or other players. Next, we have Blackbird. It's a very reconnaissance-based kit, all about like figuring out where players and enemies are in general and punishing poor positioning. Glitch is like our agile disruptor kind of kit, all about pushing forward, disrupting enemy teams and what they're doing, and then getting out and kind of having that kind of cycle. Void is our stealth boy, our sneaky boy, all about throwing down smokes, going a full active camo cloak into the darkness, getting some reses, and then taking some people by surprise. So yeah, this is our core 4 right now for
Very
alpha.
exciting. A lot of different playstyles to choose from out of the gate.
Absolutely.
And
Might
even
play
furthermore,
Blackbird.
Joe Cross, also, if anyone's not following Joe Cross on Twitter, do yourself a favor and do so. But you've been sharing some art with these runners pretty recently out there on Twitter with everyone. Before the show, we were talking
Is
a
that
little bit, and I've
Twitter?
heard this come up a lot, but you guys have been working off of this concept of
Okay.
graphic realism. Can you tell us a little bit about what that is and what that means for the design here?
Yeah,
Graphic realism,
it's,
baby,
It's
it's
one of
real.
our ingredients that we've sort of conjured up to help us define the visual world. For these runners, the first thing we wanted to make sure was their visual fantasy reflected the gameplay fantasy well. And then we sort of have our unique recipe of influences and inspirations for the reimagining of this world. And one of those sort of constraints we've created is this idea of graphic realism, where we kind of reduce the amount of geometry, we limit our materials, we use a lot of graphic design and color, and we sort of use it as a tool to onboard artists who are working on the project. And then it doesn't hurt to have a world-class concept team cranking this stuff out. And that's sort of the origin of a lot of these designs.
Yeah. And obviously the world of Marathon has so much legacy to it as well. As a kid who grew up playing it, I know it well myself. But what's it been like stepping into this world?
It's amazing. For art geeks out there, the sort of the father of the Marathon visual world in a lot of ways is this guy Craig Mullins, who you see art represented on the left. Started out as a fan. Then got incorporated into the IP officially by Bungie, and so his legacy looms super large. And we've always tried to, pay attention, pay homage, make sure we were doing justice. And you can see here in the center, this is kind of a proto-runner we developed early in the process to make sure that, our sort of approach to graphic realism and style lined up and sort of represented that. And then on the right here, sort of an evolution into one of our actual runners here, Blackbird. With a similar fantasy
I like how things
and
look pretty
composition.
black.
So I think it's working out well, and I think we're doing something new, but also sort of looking back.
It's like a 3-panel study on how to hold the spine, right? Is what you're looking at.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that's really awesome. Yeah.
Is it a spine?
I don't know. It could be.
Okay.
Excellent. Well, that said, if anyone out there in Twitch chat as well has any questions, go ahead and drop them in. We're going to try and answer as many as we can. We're going to be showing, again, a lot of stuff today. So if you've got anything that comes to mind,
survey.
please feel free to throw it in there. Folks on the community team are going to be keeping an eye out. But, you know, we've obviously got a chance to go ahead and dive a little deeper. We've done some telling. Let's go ahead and do some more showing by taking a bit of a deeper dive into some more Marathon gameplay.
Let's do it.
No, more
More gameplay. Let's go. Here we
Is it
go.
gonna be another trailer, or is it gonna be like one of those like edited like
Let's see.
fake Division style, fake Division style play sessions?
Let's see.
This feels to me a lot like Cycle Frontier does, and I really do dig it.
The aim assist is crazy.
That is also true.
Marathon is a team-based extraction shooter set around the
we
mysterious
got a
and
dialogue?
cutthroat world of Tau Ceti 4. You are a runner,
Okay.
a cybernetic mercenary
Dig it, kinda
who's given
digging
up
it.
their human form for a biosynthetic shell with unique abilities and stats.
Oh!
Capable of both tactical
We got some
and
UI elements.
fast-paced combat. Here you'll
they put
fight
the
in
frag
a crew of up
from
to
Destiny
3
2 in the game?
players across a variety of zones and points of interest.
Why was the runner's ass kind of
You'll
bad though?
face
Hold on.
rival runners in zones of up to 18 players.
18
countless
players.
Security forces
AI
and otherworldly threats.
and bugs. Okay.
To scavenge the remains of
The
a
bugs,
lost
bro.
colony.
Oh, the cat.
For glory and fortune. The environments of Tau Ceti 4 are filled with weapons, materials, and
The UI
equipment
reminds
you
me of
can
Starfield,
scavenge
and I'm
throughout
not
the
liking
map.
it.
Before deploying, you'll strategically build your loadout and select a runner to ensure you're equipped for the run ahead. Your objective is simple. Get in, gather as much loot as you can, and make it out alive. Die, and all your gear will be up for grabs. Survive, and your loot can be taken into future runs as you grow in power and fill your vault.
Oh, backpack
Death
gameplay.
is inevitable.
Alright, okay.
But it's never the end. Think quickly on your feet and outplay your opponents. And in your next run, you and your teammates will be the ones coming out on top. And even if you're down on your luck, factions can sponsor you with a fresh loadout, so you can get right back into the fight.
Oh, okay, so there's like a protection
Okay,
too.
okay, yeah.
It's
They got-
Tarkov-
they got,
Tar-
like,
Tar-
so it's like a
Tar-
scout.
Yeah,
Like a scout.
well, no, not scab protection.
Dynamic
Tarkov didn't
tactile
have
gunplay.
loadout protection
Runners
like
with
originally.
unique playstyles
It's not loadout
and
protection.
customizable
No,
loadouts.
it's like
Sponsored,
scout loadout.
sponsored
And
loadouts.
strategic team
Yeah, yeah,
fights.
scout
They're
loadout.
giving you
Cycle
pre-made
Frontier added that
Whether you're
later.
on a zero to hero run,
Zero to
or
hero.
high rolling with powerful gear,
They actually mentioned it.
you'll need to
Love to
use
see it.
your best judgment when you decide which fights
Bro's
to
got
choose.
Unbreakable. He's got Unbreakable.
They're actually reusing
Because no
Destiny
matter how
animations. I
good
hate
you
it
are,
so
players with
much.
Skill and strategy will always have the edge.
I think that
Marathon is designed to be
execute-
played in crews with contextual pings, shared objectives,
Contextual pings, or
and down but not out to streamline playing with your friends. Death is not the
Okay.
end. And if you're the last one standing, you can overcome the odds to revive your
Oh, like
teammates
Apex.
and get out with your hard-earned loot.
Like
And
just
if
bring
you
it back
believe
like
your
recently.
skills alone
Actually,
are
not
enough
that
to
bad.
conquer any challenge, we give you the freedom to opt out of crew fill to take all the glory for yourself.
Oh, that's so good.
solos. Okay.
Solo runner?
No two
I
runs in
fuck with that
Marathon
up.
ever play out the same. With dynamic events, variable weather, and unpredictable players, you'll have to adapt on the fly.
I would
if
like
you
to see
want
what the I'd like to see what the gun customization's looking like, because as of right
Anything
now,
can happen while you're
I
chasing
don't
your
want like I'm
objective.
obviously I'm digging everything,
Looking
but
to unlock upgrades or increase your faction
I want to see if there's like
reputation.
attachments and shit.
Slip into the shadows as Void.
Dude, that invisible is
Ghost
actually
enemies.
so
Search
turbo.
the
I mean,
market
it's
for
not gonna be. It's gonna be
and
one
profit
per one per
opportunities
team. So
without being discovered.
Yeah, but like, dude, like, it's way
Want to push
worse.
enemy
if
teams.
y'all
you
take-
even
if y'all take my
Destiny.
runner, I'm
It's
killing you.
actually
Bring in
unseeable.
glitch with agility implants.
I'm quitting my job to be a
Strongest
marathon
weapons
streamer.
to
I will be quitting my
disrupt
job in
rival
September,
crews.
by the way.
so
Running
so
support
glitches
for
the
your friends,
movement.
grab extra equipment, shield charges, and a specialized
So it's the
backpack.
title looks like the
With
med,
the lifeline
like
they need.
the support
Please let's
button.
just stop calling them that. We'll find out all their names
Always free to
eventually.
experiment with team competitions.
Wait, he looks like the
The
support
only
class. He looks like
limit
a
to how you
doctor.
can play your runner.
Wait,
is
why are
your
they
loot
two-
and imagination.
It's probably just like.
you can have, wait, you can 3-stack the same runner.
Well, that may
That's
just be an alpha thing.
Seasonal storytelling.
I hate that.
community
Seasonal
events,
storytelling,
and more
thank you,
all await you in
Divets.
Season 1.
Oh,
where you
that's
and your
his
friends
season?
will
Ah,
survive
seasonal
the
content in
phase.
Marathon.
Tower City 4.
No, 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 no.
Remember, you're only
No.
ever one run away from your next big score.
One run. You're only one club away from the next big win.
So true.
I'll be honest, I don't like extraction shooters, but
I
this
love
game looks
them.
pretty good.
I love
It
them.
looks so good. I love the aesthetic and the art style.
It's a decent amount of gameplay. All right. Let's get into breaking this down. So I think for starters, again, as we touched on before the break, Bungie has such a rich history with Marathon. Joe Cross, from your standpoint, facilitating this gameplay with your art style, again, what was it like kind of approaching this from your perspective? What were you looking to do?
Build on the legacy. The narrative of Marathon is incredibly rich and like inspirational, easy sort of inspiration for art. I also love just sort of having the keys to this this car from this era, working on a game from this era. I love older games. I love the way the games look from the PS1, PS2 era. So there was a lot for us, and like I said, paying homage to some of the great sort of iconic artists of the time. So
Yeah, and also we had some keen-eared folks in chat. I think it's Joey Wolfinder asked if this is Ben Starr. Yep, Ben Starr was the narrator of that piece. Excellent ear.
Great voice, right?
Yeah, super
Great
cool.
voice.
Yeah,
Wonderful voice.
he's almost an Andrew Witz, but he does his best. But all right, I'm gonna put you on the spot with a tough one, Mr. Joe Ziegler.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite runner?
Ooh, controversial question. I play a variety of them, but I will say probably the one I end up playing the most is Blackbird. Yeah. Yeah, probably. Any Blackbird mains out there?
Saying that like we played the
I like playing
game is
Blackbird because
crazy.
It's a great crew runner. Like it's,
probably all the
in
people who
terms
play
of
the
being
game
able to
are there.
provide a lot of information, provide a lot of support. It's also a great runner.
Think of it, this
that
dude is
kinda
the reason
helps
why
to counter a
Valorant
lot
is
of
so
strategies
trash.
that can occur, especially the
He is
strategies
Mr.
that
Valorant, or was
happen.
Mr. Valorant.
Also to catch Void out of position if Void's trying to hide. So yeah, there's a lot of versatility to how you can play it.
Very fun, Mr. Witz. I think you and I share the same main. I got to ask as well. Who's your go-to runner?
Oh, I split my time between Locust. I'm a very push-forward kind of player, as Joe reminds me all the time.
How on earth are they going to
I'm
enforce
pushing
the
too much.
closed beta
Joe,
NDA?
W key.
Like,
This
hello,
is
please
go.
do,
I
or
just
close
love
out
to
the
go
NDA. Hello,
fast
hello,
forward,
please don't
that's
record,
right.
please don't
And
stream.
So, like, yeah,
How are they going to
push-forward,
enforce that?
Gameplay that Locust kind of has, right?
Oh,
Seeing,
Jesus.
Like, the
That's
first
a
try and get a
software
pick,
recording thing.
seeing somebody out of position, going for that pick. Also, I like to play Glitch a lot too. Again, like, I really love that disruption playstyle. I love just finding an enemy crew trying to exfil, trying to extract, and then like taking like the arm cannon and
No
just
wonder why this
knocking
game's
them
taking so
out
long. They're
of,
just
like,
playing
the
it.
zone,
Just
and
make
now they're
it.
trapped with me and hopefully my
Make it.
teammates. Joe.
I'm scanning. I'm looking for enemies. It's good, yeah.
To that same end, actually, as you guys kind of discuss the runners, Destas in chat asks, what's the pacing targets to the gameplay? Are there any movement or traversal mechanics?
There are a lot of movement and traversal mechanics inside of the game, but it varies. Your effectiveness varies per runner.
Okay, if you
Yeah,
get
like,
access to
everything,
the alpha,
we're
you get
making, like,
two
a
friend
survival
invite
sandbox, which
codes.
means everything kind of has to have a cost, right?
Oh,
And
baby.
Like,
So you get
B Lord,
to pick squad.
if you
I make a
wanna go
blood pact
fast,
with
like,
you.
if you wanna go fast,
If I get access, I will
Locust
give you
has, like,
access.
I'll do the same thing,
super
because I feel
sprint, so
like
to
I'm
speak,
only
like,
playing.
Yeah,
with you guys.
this group right
come on,
here.
help you
This group right
sprint
here.
even
I think
faster.
we're the only
Made
ones who are actually kind of
made the
interested.
blood
So basically,
pact.
it's almost
I
like
mean,
a
I wanna
stamina
play
system,
'cause
but
I
we call
like
it heat
FPS
because we're these
games.
awesome
I also
mercenary
like Tarkov
cyborgs,
a
right?
little
We're
bit. I
like
just never got
the
into
body
Tarkov 'cause of the
overheats, and
cheaters.
so this character has like
I just
some
wanna play 'cause the
mobility,
game
but
looks cool.
you overheat quite a
Look,
bit.
it looks cool. I want
So
that.
that's kind of the
I
cost.
want to play because I'm
And
gonna.
so
I'm
that's
just gonna
what pushes
pivot
us
my
into,
entire
like,
content
finding
creation.
inputs
It
that,
very
like,
much
expand, like,
reminds
how much
me
like
of
your heat meter,
what's it called?
and also give you more
early
agility,
Apex,
so you
if
can
that
go
makes any sense.
even faster.
And I do agree.
Yeah,
It kind of looks the
there's a lot
same.
of cost
It
in
looks
the
like
game in
early
terms of-
Apex. It's
we
just the
play some
extraction
mobility
part
thing
is
in
different. So it
there.
kind of
We really want to
feels
make
like a battle
sure.
royale, but
It's like, how does this
really.
affect the pace, and how does this affect the overall survival sandbox?
And to be fair, we're still looking at the alpha builds. We got to balance a lot of stuff because some stuff is kind of
Perfect.
sketchy. Yeah.
No, it's no. There's a lot to learn. That's why we're doing this, right?
Yeah, I mean, and actually, while we're talking about kind of those finer details, Witz, I'd love to still kind of bug you a little bit. in marathon, build crafting is a big deal. What does that mean in the world?
Build
that you guys are
crafting.
Oh, build crafting. Hold on.
Here we
So
go.
like the runners are essentially like a
weapon
base, right? And so
attachments.
each runner has they have a bunch of implants that you can kind of find that do kind of wild things, and like as they go up in rarity, right? There's a lot of stats, so you can increase your resistance to certain things. So like tox is one, so you can essentially be poisoned, right? As our tox, and so you can build up resistances to that. You can increase your agility. There's shields, obviously, to make you a bit more durable. We have cores. Cores are really cool. They basically give you like extra passives. And at the base rarity, like they have these kind of passives that you kind of play around. At the highest rarity, they are specific to the runner kit that you have, the runner you're playing. And what they do is they really augment your abilities wildly, right? So you can, you're doing one thing and then you get like a core specifically for glitch, and now you're like, oh, my double jump is a triple jump? Like that's how much you want to push that. So that gear really matters. And so builds are like completely the implants, the cores, weapons, weapon attachments. Weapons have like a pretty cool progression too.
That's so
we have
cool.
Gold mods, which are kind of like the highest end of the attachment pool.
That's
They're
so
essentially
cool.
like exotics in our game, right? What is the exotic version of this Magnum that
exotic
can do some wild stuff?
Yeah, well, it's just rarity for
so yeah,
weapons.
like,
I mean,
really
obviously,
it's
it would
the
get really
entire
boring
package
really
together is
quick
what the build
if
crafting
like
is.
there was just only 12 weapons, you know?
Exciting. And actually, to that same
Like
end, we
even
got a
Target.
question in chat as
Destiny
well
2
from, I
mission,
think,
exotic
Fire Rex is how you
Destiny 2.
I'm
pronounce
gonna be
it.
honest.
Yeah, it's like Psycho Frontier. Every weapon had like
varies per
multiple
map.
rarity
Well,
tiers, and
varies per
even
map.
if
The
like
footage
even if like
that
the differences
people
weren't a
have
lot,
seen
you know, there
lot
were
of
still
Dire
differences.
Marsh, we support up to 18 players.
Excellent. Okay,
18
all right.
players
So
in
we're gonna be a lot of
lobby?
play
Wait.
styles.
Yeah, but it's only 3
to
in a
that same end, I
team
know
though.
we
It's
talked
just like
about
18
it
players
earlier
in a
as well.
map.
Lars, can you walk us through maybe just your play style?
I mean, that's good because Destiny right now
Yeah.
only supports up to 12.
Let's go ahead and sell out the best
I have to
strategies.
give away my secrets. So Void is really fun for me because it leans into this part of my personality that is like very devious. And so, if
Very
you go on
mischievous,
a
bro.
run with me, I'll be like, hey, any claymores you see, let me know. And I'm putting those in my backpack, and I'm doing crazy things like, okay, so Void.
Oh, I think so.
Void
I
has
think
a
Void is the
ability that
Titan,
Sends
maybe.
out. I think you saw it in the video. It sends like a wall of smoke that sort of like your home base when you
I
do
think
that.
we
It's
play.
portable.
One of us plays
Because
the
when you go
smoke
in
Endless
that, you become
character, low-key.
invisible. You get
We'll see.
automatic
It's
infinity ammo.
six
So I'll do
classes at
things
launch.
like
Six
set that up
runners
to
at launch.
make people believe I'm doing one thing and then do another. So a lot of subversive things. I'll
Even
go
if you
in
don't
there
play
and
the
I'll
smoke character, I
claymore
will.
the
That guy's
inside, right?
OP.
If someone comes in after me, they're gonna have a very bad time.
She's broken.
But I also do things like I'll go to a place in the zone where there's high tier loot and I'll claymore it up and then close all the doors and leave and be like, I wonder if anyone's gonna
That's why I
show
hate
up. And
that.
then sure enough, maybe 5 minutes later I see the shield crack in the HUD and I'm like, yes, I can go back and see what's going on. So yeah, that's how I like to
That's
play.
cancer.
Yeah, how about you, Joe Cross?
Jonathan Gee.
What's your go-to?
Hello.
This game is
My-
dead
well,
on arrival, bro.
If you know me,
if it's
free-
free,
I'd rather
free,
look
there's a
good
chance
and
it
lose.
takes a lot.
It's not free. It's not free.
It's open.
I generally pick the runner with the coolest helmet.
I'm sorry, if you
in
play
this-
it, go ahead.
In this
It
lineup, I
literally
think
looks
that's
like a
clearly
slow-paced
Blackbird.
Halo Infinite. It looks like Concord.
As far as my
2.0.
play style, I'm typically just a decoy. So that's
It's like, Joe, go over there.
yeah,
Go over
exactly. I am
Look
the
really
worst.
great.
there. Yeah, exactly. Just stand in the open
Yeah.
for a little bit.
Yeah. So that's the end of my run story.
Fair. Well, we want to thank you all for your collective sacrifice. We appreciate it. So actually, to that same end, obviously we do a lot of play testing here internally. Witz, I know you mentioned you've got a folder of some of your best plays, but what are some of your most memorable runs so far?
Some of my memorable runs are really when I think I'm going to be doing one thing, right? Like, okay, I'm going to do a contract. I'm going to be going here. I got to go into this room. I got to interact with this device. And I think it's like I'm safe. Like I'm kind of doing like a routine thing. I can get in and get out if I'm like smart about it and really kind of listen for what's going on. Like there's no UESC around. There's no players around. And oftentimes there's another player. Like the best moments is there's another crew that are going for the exact same thing. And there's this moment of like you're about to turn the key to get into a locked room, and then the other team is right there, and you're like, oh crap! Like, and then you're like, this is all-out war in like a hallway that seems to be like a regular hallway, but now it's just like it just gets crazy. And so I think those are the peaks that happen where there's these tense moments you're trying to do something that lead to these very quick crescendos
kill
where
the enemy
these mercenaries kind of
from
going
your
crazy.
scraps.
Like all these players are jumping.
This
Make
is
it sound like
quite
you're playing
literally
so
the biggest
carefully.
extraction shooter on the market. No company has made a bigger one. The only other one that's larger right now is Escape from Tarkov.
It's improvisation.
All they've
right?
done is just take the elements from all
It sounds
the
like, I
other
mean, runs can
extraction
obviously
shooters
entail a
and
lot.
No, but
we
to be
also
fair,
have
yeah,
a
obviously
question from Sharky 218.
it's not a
Is
unique
loot gonna
genre.
be just
Like they're
weapons,
taking
or is it gonna be
elements.
more
Like I keep on
completely
referencing
optional
Cycle
like
because it's
There's a ton of them.
There's a ton
of them.
it's
Yeah, there's
obvious that a
implements,
lot of
there's
this is
cores,
inspired by it.
there's Equipment.
I like what they did. This is kind of like
Grenades.
I like it.
consumables,
I just
yeah.
hope they have. I hope they have bounties.
No,
there's
oh,
grenades.
absolutely, there's going to be.
We have
Like
a bunch of different
team's
types of
just, like,
grenades in the
getting too
game
many kills,
as
and
well.
they just get
that you
highlighted
can
on the
Grenades?
loot.
No, I do not think
We have
I do not think that that's
valuables,
going to be
we
a
have
thing that happens.
backpacks,
Or like a main objective you can get
attachments,
to.
weapons,
I think that is a thing that is
materials,
going to happen. There would be like
keys.
map objectives, or
There's
they
some
said there's going to be
few
story
that
events
we're
or
just- we call valuables, but,
events
like, there's
on
times
maps
when
where
you're
it's like,
running
oh,
low
there's
on
like
money, and
a
you're
weather,
like,
like a
I just need to
storm,
do
and like
a
a fucking
valuables
drop
run
pod
right
came
now,
in
and I
from
need to
orbit,
pick up
secure it.
these things
You know,
and get my money, in
that
my
is a thing
space
that
bank,
will
so.
happen.
Space Bank, yeah.
That actually is a good segue from a.
But it's not going to be Apex Legends, where it's like, oh, you're team of 3
what do I
Apex
do with the
Legends, you
loot
got
when
like
I
30 kills,
extract?
the entire
Like, why
map
does
can
it
see where
matter
you
in the
are.
long run?
Nothing like that.
This
Yeah,
this
there's a variety
what's
of
it
reasons.
called?
So a
The
lot of it
Destination
is
Tau
really related
70,
to
that's
sort of
the
our
DT emblem,
factions
right?
and contract system. But if you want to talk about
If you watch for
I
time,
mean,
you get the Destiny
we've got
emblem.
this
If you
entire
subscribe, you get the
system,
Twitch
we
cat.
call factions.
The cat,
You're
yeah.
doing contracts. They're like missions, and you are being
I
greeted
got gifted
originally
a
by
Bungie sub.
AI representative because you are a mercenary. You don't really have allegiance to anyone. They are going to pay you to do these jobs, and so they'll give you these missions to do. And as you're doing these missions, like Andrew said, sometimes you'll run into danger. But the cool thing about, I think, a lot of the faction and the contract system is like you could complete the, download the agricultural survey from this one area on one of the zones, and you're doing the thing, and you've sort of
Rough
done
Waffles,
it. So even if you
which is gonna
die,
be a
you've
set of
still made
marathon
progress
alpha
there,
codes to
which I
give
think is a
away.
really cool aspect of
But I
that
have to give
feature.
them out to
But
my
then there's also
feed
this
today.
other meta layer where, as you're working with the different factions, they allow you to upgrade yourself over time, and so you can increase your heat meter, you can increase your loot speed, things like that.
I was gonna say you're trying to get as much loot as possible to meet the challenge of the world, right? Like essentially, different missions get harder over time, right? Which means you want to have more loot on you so you can survive longer. So just in general, be able to do fight all the different hostile entities in the world. Like get through there's a POI on a zone that's heavily fortified by UESC and all of the different units that are there, the snipers, the assault units. Like you want to be able to not only withstand that and players. So there's a lot of reasons why you want to get loot again.
And honestly, like a lot of the loot translates into things like upgrades, that you utilize through the factions. But there's also an in-game store called the Black Market where you can use a lot of your currency and things like that to actually re-equip yourself if you go on a bad run or to upgrade yourself if you need anything from that space. So yeah, there's a lot of reasons to get a lot of good loot out. I don't think I'm ever short of reasons to get loot out.
That just says something else about me, though. I'm just a loot goblin. So sometimes extraction shooters also can be seen as kind of hardcore and maybe tough to get into. What are some of the things that you guys are doing to make them easier to dive into?
Yeah, I think there's a couple things that we could talk about. One is we are obviously investing, besides doing a little bit more onboarding in the front end so players can understand a little bit about what the nature of the game mode is. We're also doing a lot to make combat something that's a little bit more approachable, but also just equally as deep and have pretty wide things. But I think Andrew could talk about it, yeah.
Yeah, we want to make, this is like a Bungie shooter, right? We want to make sure it's approachable. We nail those fantasies. Every button press feels awesome, right? And so really trying to bring that kind of, morph the Bungie action game into in the survival space where, again, everything kind of costs something, right? Getting shot, you're not going to have a limb system where your limb's broken or anything, but you will, guns do stopping power, right? Which they can knock you out of sprint, they can slow you down, right? Status effects are still in the game.
Oh, that's gonna be turbo ass.
And so if you are hit with a chem grenade, right, you're gonna be toxed.
It's not as bad as
you can
Tarkov
be
is.
immobilized, right, which really slows you down.
It's not
you can be
ultra
overheated,
hardcore, but it's still
all these things, and that
hardcore.
pushes
It's
you
not
into
ultra
consumables and
realism
making sure you
hardcore,
have
but
an
it's still
answer for
hardcore.
these things that happen. So we're trying to make sure that you keep the depth of the survival game, but the approachability of the action game, right? And so that's how we're trying to marry that together. And in addition to that, if you have some bad runs, right, like, and you don't have a lot of, you see your loot kind of going down, we have the sponsored kits, like it's kind of talking in the video earlier, where it's a package of gameplay items like weapons or equipment or maybe a shield or something or consumables. Yeah. That's kind of like the floor for what we think you can be really like you can be capable in the environment and actually like fight other players that actually are kitted out. So you're never feeling like the goal is that you can always clutch even if you find somebody who's completed kitted out in like really high-end gear, because that's your payday, right? That's like the beauty of the moment of like, oh my God, I took this player and oh, they have the best shield in the game. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Hurts. I mean, obviously, gonna be a lot of good pointers for folks at home taking notes for when they get a chance to get into the alpha. But we'd be remiss if we also didn't mention how a big part of what we do here at Bungie is working alongside our community, which is why we've also had the chance since about 2022 to work with hundreds of different creators in our community as well to go ahead and get some of their feedback.
That I wasn't
to those
invited
of you
to.
that have joined us, thank you very much for your time and your opinions. They mean a lot. But no need to listen to me talk about it. We actually just last week had a bunch of folks in here to go ahead and play test the very same alpha build that some of you will have a chance to join in on as well. So I vote I go ahead and let you tell them about it in their own words.
What are the odds we see Scarrow?
You kind of feel the blood pumping.
Yeah, Dr. Lupo, of course. I 100% expected it. Thankrat, yep. He's a Tarkov streamer. No idea who those bums are. Spanish guy.
This is a new world. This is a different take on an extraction shooter.
No! No, we got out!
It's game changing. It is literally
Arrow!
game changing.
Wait.
Arrow!
Oh, they only invited 40 people? Yeah, okay. I could have been one.
This is such an exciting time for us. You are the first group outside of Bungie to play test our alpha build.
Oh, should be great. I think Schwitz go down by it too.
Oh, they're all gonna be. Oh, I feel like all these creators are gonna be able to post their footage after this too, because they had OBS on.
Daddy up, let's go.
Okay, I am ready and up.
It looks like a Roblox.
John Marathon.
Bring in some
John Marathon.
John Marathon.
I'm gonna be John Marathon, bro.
No, I'm John Marathon.
Hi, John Silkworm.
You guys are being John Cat.
Here,
All right.
screen peeking.
Bio research is right next to us. You want to do the intercepts?
Oh, oh, it's a small map. It's a relatively small map.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. I hate
wanna get going?
large maps.
Yep, Medro.
That should be a good one.
To be fair, the maps could expand.
I didn't actually. I've not been there yet.
There's fall damage, GG.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Fall damage is over.
for the gang, there is fall damage, and it is severe if you
There is.
drop
I got a mod
a
earlier that like
Burning all of
basically
his meds and
reduced
bleeding.
I hate that. I hate fall damage. My ex
I may have
a
just
fucking
exploded my
robot.
kneecaps.
If you dash right before you hit the ground,
Before you hit
you
the ground,
don't take
it saves it.
damage.
It'll break the fall.
Scare saying that. Dr. Lupo, quote, Mr. Doctor, I've played this game for 6 years. Lupo doesn't know that there's fall damage in the game. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, more AI inside the
I think he was lying.
Compound over there.
So it's AI.
Yeah.
You can tell what the difference between AI and the player. Not the player.
No, it's all. This all looks like AI.
The AI has...
Yes, abilities. This is tough.
Dude, what is this map?
Yeah, still heading to field maintenance.
Yep.
They really fucking put Scarrow and Dr. Lupo together. But they haven't even showed us who their third is yet. That's the worst part about it.
Oh my God! Are we killing them or ignoring them?
AI with a snipe up above.
So I need to have healing, like an actual line instantly.
I need some
Oh, the movement.
next ammo. Guys, pardon me. There's a green punk right there.
Yeah, this is a Starfield truck.
There's 6 underneath.
Oh yeah, here I think.
I like the kill markers.
Player.
Lots of
I hit one for the kills, but I'm 1, 2.
Scarrows go.
Wait, Scarrow's kind of insane. His name is Dr.
Down.
Shit.
That's all of them.
Fuck, dude, there's so much going on. Wait, this is fire.
Either way, I'm getting shredded right now. So
Yeah, this really does remind me of a Cycle. There's just a lot going on. A lot of elements to juggle.
I'm okay with
good future weapons and shit.
That's a purple one.
Self revive?
Wait, is that self-res?
That was a self res. That may have been his ability.
Self-res?
I don't think so. I think Dr. Lupo.
No, that was 100% self res.
Holy recoil control. Wait,
Yeah,
that's my
man.
gun. That way, that semi is kind of OP. I won't lie.
What do you have on you?
Oh, the searching in the backpack
One
too.
of the guys
Okay.
had just been weapons on him. Poor guy.
Okay, if you have to drag and
didn't
drop everything, I'm actually gonna kill
That's what we
myself.
need,
I
right?
hope
No,
I
it's
can
probably
drag.
like clicks. Yeah, like shift
Okay,
clicks and
just
whatever.
like, thank you,
Shift click.
God.
Well, shift clicks. You could drag and drop too.
I'm not drag and drop.
Same thing. It's just modern inventory management in games like this.
It doesn't take anything. You're just good. Yeah. I'm unlocking the box. Yeah, dropping in. Big ones.
So it's like a lot going on.
They barely made it away from spawn. Just saying, they spawn's on the other side of this building behind.
No, to be fair, they've done a couple smash cuts. So
I don't think so.
yeah,
That
no,
building in the
they
back
have.
is
They've done. They've done.
Yeah,
They've done a couple
yeah,
smash
yeah,
cuts.
It's gotta be.
Those are players.
I played one shield.
That dude's. Wait, why are you
The
repeating?
loot
You're a
there,
monster.
dude, absolute.
That sniper's fast.
Oh my god, I want my dad. Realized.
Is that a medkit? They say it's a medkit.
Yeah.
It's not a medkit. How the fuck is this a sword?
They're on the balcony.
Oh, there's two. There's two. There's like health and shields or whatever. Health kit and shield
That's
kit.
the health. That's the health kit. I don't know why. Before it was really fast.
Titan charge. Oh, that doesn't do damage. I feel like that'd be cool if it did damage.
Wait, that was insane.
Dude, oh my god. I'm out of ammo. Yeah, I would say it's a
Oh,
self-res.
yeah, there's a sniper. There's a sniper.
Freaking no! It's a Brian! Kill him, he's a fiend, dude.
I'm coming to you, Ben.
Can you self-res?
Yeah,
Have you seen the
don't
bar?
underestimate
I think it would be
this guy.
really funny if at some.
Oh my god, that's it. He killed two, I think it's 1v1. Ben, you knocked one, I knocked another.
I think at some point there's gonna be like a stank rat like ratting somewhere. Clip. I feel like there just has to be.
Wait,
I literally
how do you
only
get
have
back
a
up?
sniper.
They smash cut. They're doing smash cuts.
No, but like he didn't res him.
Yes, they're doing smash cuts. He probably rezzed him.
Okay,
How? I didn't see that. There's no interact problem.
They're doing smash cuts. There was an interact prop. He probably rezzed him. You just didn't see it because they cut it out.
No, he walked over his body already.
There was a res prompt. Yes.
Oh, shit, he's got his fucking head above.
But-
Oh, eat a self-revive.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's his ability or if he has an item in his inventory. I'd wager he had an item that allowed him to self-res that one time.
A sniper.
Yeah, right on me. Just player. I mean,
Okay, at least just sniper
maybe
glare.
we got there.
Yeah. I don't like lens flare like that.
I
It's
do.
dumb.
Like, fuck.
I'm
You gotta
underneath.
know where you're getting
I'm
shot
underneath.
from.
Are they where we got boys are down?
Knocked one.
Oh my god.
Coming.
Yeah,
One
that
left.
shotgun is a bit over two, I'm not gonna lie.
I get shot on the right
I
side.
mean,
Like,
got point blank. Just hit him in the face.
Yeah, because like I
It's
wouldn't
very
know anything else
the
but this
health
movement
pools.
character and
The
just
health pools are
jumping
very
places.
health pools are very shallow. Like a game like this, you can kill.
I think
You can kill.
I think all these characters have our base form too. They're not like enhanced at all.
You can kill multiple people with like the same magazine. It looks like, whereas like I keep mentioning it, but it's Cycle. Secretary, you
You
couldn't
can just
kill.
hold this indefinitely? Wait, that's kind of goated.
No, looks like there was a timer on it.
No, you're just holding it in a health bar.
Oh, a boss in there. Yeah, but in like Second Frontier, you like you would be hard pressed to kill more than or even one enemy with one full magazine unless you hit like all headshots.
That was good. That was a good run.
Ball is around.
we got knife some AI and grab some guns.
We can go to
Knife some
field
AI,
maybe.
grab some guns. What?
Oh, they're doing
Just
a
spawn
zero,
with nothing.
zero,
Isn't there one
yeah,
of those
0 to
around?
hero.
Yeah, it's right here.
SMG. Oh, you one shot
Maybe I
the AI
just
with a
knew that
knife?
thought.
Some of them maybe,
Those are squishies. Those are squishies
and
for sure.
not all of them.
I knifed one.
mad ammo. Also, there's attachments. But attachments for the same gun.
That's a percentage-based gun.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Oh, he got nuked by the AI. Oh, he's getting executed.
Yep. Yep. Something's sucking me.
Stop sucking
Yeah,
him.
he's goofed. He's
It's a
sucking him.
purple shield.
Fucking tormentor.
He's gonna be like, he's sucking me.
He's sucking me. He's sucking me. He's sucking me. He's sucking
I heavy
me.
knifed it 4 times and had to dump a full mag into it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, the breakable windows. That's tough. I like that.
Okay.
I'm actually interested what the other maps
Yay.
are looking like.
I don't want the
Yeah, they-
Conquest. LMG. I should take it, but I don't want it.
But here, take
Oh,
this.
long
Take
shot.
this.
I'm saved. What's the question marks again?
That,
That
is a
are on
good
the map?
question. Oh, I think those are the flares, right?
Huh? Like
Like
this?
the cash flares?
Yeah, I don't know.
Flares, 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 flares.
Mark him.
That gun is horrible.
I mean, I don't think he's using it correctly.
Oh, he's an invis. This lasts so long. Oh, but you can see him.
Yeah, it's like it's not perfect. Like it's never gonna be perfect in this.
I knocked
Oh,
one.
kind of tough. Pretty glow.
Damn, bro. A lot of hit markers.
Found him.
Prepare for increased hostile action.
Glitch is moving, glitch is moving. Behind, yeah, glitch is behind you at the moment. White shield, white shield.
Oh, she's scared. She's scared.
Down, down. Very good.
Very, very nice. I called the purple.
I like how there's
value.
little money, like money markers.
Here's a green
Playing Target Up, it's always a pain in the ass trying to like remember what each individual item is worth.
The big items, the big drops, the stuff that's like really high value, they're like, I have to get this out.
Doesn't matter if I'm playing Lucas or Void or Glitch. If I've got a better aim, I'm gonna win. There's no other extraction shooter like that where I can have that kind of gameplay.
When people find out about some of the secrets and stuff, they are going to lose their mind.
Playing so far has just been refreshing, I'd like to say. Everything felt really locked in.
This being sort of the next full Bungie experience is an exciting
Yo,
moment.
it's Jakili, bro.
I just want to play more.
September 23rd, 2023. I think the worst part about it is I like just get back from Japan that month too, so I'm gonna have to take a vacation and then go on like a second vacation immediately.
It's been a great time getting to set that up, and of course, I promise I'm not saying this just because I work
Be
on the
honest with
social
me.
media team here. But if you
Are we
head
actually
over
going
to our
to
YouTube
Blast?
channel,
Oh,
we have a full
wait a minute, I
20-minute
have more money
version
now.
of
We can
that.
go to Blast.
So YouTube.com/Marathon the Game is where to find us. Also, same with all of our other
Wait, this is
socials as well
big.
as I'm at it. But Lars, obviously, again, like we talked about before that video, we're familiar with working with our community really closely. But have we ever done it this early or at this scale before?
So I've been at Bungie for a while now, since the Halo 3 days, and I think the thing, even since my time, we've been really good about is working with players, working with the community. It's something we take pride in. And on this game in particular, yeah, we brought people in, players in much earlier into the process than I think we ever have before, and it's given us really good insight. You know, we tell them when they show up, be brutally honest, because that's how we learn, that's how we understand what needs to change, what needs to get better, and I think it's been really great.
That's been a ton of fun. I mean, even again, like these folks were all here last week. You guys were in there with them. Some of you playing as well. What was it like?
Oh, it was super exciting. Yeah, I mean, like when you have a lot of there was a combination of players who we've been engaging with for a long time, and some players who were brand new, and it was great to see sort of like the mix of the both. Especially when you got to some higher level skilled players who just joined in and immediately got it and started destroying everybody, like Tens and Lupo was in there, and but yeah, yeah, you had some pretty awesome moments, didn't you?
Yeah, so It was pretty amazing to jump in, and I'm gonna throw Nick under the bus for a moment here. Like, apparently he was on the team with Brian and Jeff Keighley, and they were not having success. Y'all were like destroying them, the creators. Yeah, it's probably your team that was destroying them. So I was brought in as like a hired gun to help get Jeff through, and
thank you.
I did my job.
Mission accomplished, Lars. Yeah.
Something that he's used to, obviously. Also, though, you were saying you were observing a little bit as well, maybe not playing quite as much. What was it like, from your perspective, getting to see all these folks jump in and play the game for the first time? Some of them.
I mean, it was awesome. It's awesome, like playing the game for so long, right, and seeing other people play the game is just a great feeling, right, for like the whole team. You get to see things that you designed for happen, and in real life, right? You see people who are like being hunted by other players that take refuge by like we're a heavily fortified area, and watching the UESC equalize a little bit. Moments like that was great. There was another fight that was like it looked so fun, but also hilarious, but also like really like. It was like a great time, but also really tense. There was two crews that were fighting under the Dire Marsh map. There's a bunch of tunnels and stuff like that, and they were fighting in the tunnels. And the fight was literally like almost 1 by 1s, like 3 and 3, like constantly moving towards each other and fighting in the hallway. The person in the front dropping meds for people in the back and changing positions. And that fight went into like little vents as well. So it was like this it was this hilarious chase that was like. It was super tense because you didn't know exactly whether you were going to get third party, and they were just the volume in the room kept on going up from those two crews because they were just like, when are they going to get flanked? There's another vent right there that could pop up from there. And they were shooting vents just like out of just pure paranoia. It was awesome to watch.
It's a good balance to strike, obviously, yeah. And you, again, we were mentioning you got to play. Were there any other creators you got to dive in with?
Yeah, I was on a team with Valkyrae and Katamina, and we had a lot of fun. There was like a couple moments where we bunkered down underneath Green Pass.
Yeah, they invited Valkyrae. Unfortunately, they didn't invite me.
But we basically created like a little claymore nest down there, and so we were baiting them down into it. And yeah, it was pretty successful. I'm telling you,
he had the worst experience.
Yeah. Don't sleep on claymores. They're
pretty solid.
Yeah.
Lars is like, I know.
Yeah.
A dude in the green does not look happy to be there.
These creators, the legacy.
Because he's just the art director.
Go so far, rather. As someone who's played a lot of Aleph 1 in the past as well myself, back on my Titanium G4 PowerBook. So long
all right,
ago,
well, the stream started.
One team was,
do you think?
Was really, really
how much longer do you think it's going to go? Like another 10 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, it's super exciting to sort of connect to the heritage of Marathon.
So 10 minutes.
Like, to keep that alive as we're sort of building this new world, and so working with Aleph.
I want to get this uploaded ASAP.
With the Marathon Classic on Steam. Is the release that they had, as well as the Marathon Classic 2, I think, is on Steam as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, both of those, it's like sort of connecting the threads, if that makes sense, Sort of remembering the past as we're sort of building this new, re-envisioning in a lot of ways of what Marathon is.
Yeah. Actually, kind of on this topic as well, about the dangers of the world, we do have a question from Twitch chat. Are there dangerous PvE encounters? Obviously, you've mentioned that the UESC is out there, and you should underestimate them at your own peril, but can you tell us a little bit more about maybe some of those emergent threats that await players?
Yeah, absolutely. There's the UESC security units that are out there. There's a bunch of different types that do different things, so watch out for them. We also have ticks, which are these wonderful, surprising, explodey fauna. Yeah, they run at you. They run at you, explode on you, and you have to shoot the nests actually to get rid of them essentially. Otherwise, they'll keep coming. And there's a bunch of hazards and stuff that are like going to be on the map as well. Like we have a bunch of like tox rooms and all kinds of surprises that await players. And in the alpha there's a few, but
what's the scariest UESC unit to you?
The scariest unit? The Ghost Commander for me, for sure. The Ghost Commander, their ability is like they go into active camo and they actually have clone. They have a bunch of like clones that go out there, so you think you're not sure which one to shoot. And then by the time you recognize which one is actually the real one, right, it's like it may be over for you. But that's one. The sniper, also love the sniper as well. We really want to have these prolonged sniper fights that are really great against the UESC. And if you manage to really push them and they notice you're pushing, they'll punish you for that too. So definitely be careful of these units. Tread carefully.
Not to be trifled with, right?
And the recruits, honestly, they have this rush down that they do. If you're not too careful in knowing where they're going to be flanking you and rushing you down from, we're purposely making them these formidable foes that you can't get treasure out of the world easily, and they're guarding it, and they're doing a pretty damn good job.
And you can't ignore them either. Once they're on your set, you kind of got to figure out a way.
Yes. Exactly.
Also, too, we've got another question from, I believe, Shebsky. Can a team be composed of any number of runner types, like 3 Blackbirds, for example?
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh,
There's
there it
no
is, sorry.
restriction on how you assemble your crew. You can all play the same. You can create a meme comp if you want.
I hate that.
Or you can
They should
diversify a little bit,
definitely
and sort of try to use each other's utilities. But we've seen them all. It's been really
You can
cool to see
stack
kind of the
like
different
3 of the same
combos.
runners, essentially.
You may never know, like some
imagine,
those
yeah,
three
they
different
stack
players that are
3
playing
stack
Blackbird,
is-
they may have
it
very
doesn't matter
different
what your
builds
team
of
comp is,
what
it is, you can use
they're
whatever.
gearing towards in Blackbird, right? Like they may be some of them, like one of them may actually have implants that allow them to go
everyone's gonna be
in
using
active camo. That's not a
scout
specific thing
character.
for a runner, so we're purposely trying to make it so that you can diversify.
I did see like the shield wall comp, which is like basically 3 locusts in the playtest from last week. But yeah,
let's go. Yeah. So again, obviously, it's been so much fun to hear you guys even talking about this game and the experiences you've had. You've been building a world that's really ripe for players to tell their own stories in. Again, with the closed alpha on the way on April 23rd, as players finally get a chance, some of them to jump in. What are some of the stories you're most excited for them to
Wait,
get?
April 23rd. Oh shit, that's like next week.
So many. I mean, there's so many different
2
stories
weeks,
that
yeah.
I think are gonna.
They're
that
gonna
we're
send.
looking forward to seeing
They're gonna do
happen,
beta
especially ones
codes.
that we've never even seen before, but
the entire next week.
Getting onto the planet, like
Lock
honestly,
in.
just trying to survive amongst all of the different threats that exist there.
Don't worry,
the
we got a blood
dying,
pack going here.
When our trail says death.
Surely
it's
they
sad,
can't.
There's a lot of death in
One
the
of
game.
us gets it, sure.
The
One of us
learning
gets
from
in.
it, the challenging yourself, the getting back up and trying to do
Surely,
something
at least
new.
somebody in this
It'll be
Discord server
exciting.
gets it.
I'm sure there's plenty of other things.
I'm curious, Mr. Cross, what do you?
Yeah,
what
but
do
if
you
they invite
expect?
somebody else and that person
I
can
mean,
invite 3 people, right?
You
Or
know,
no?
have the fortune to launch Destiny
That's how it
and
This dude
and
just
now
does not
Marathon.
seem
It's always
satisfied to be
amazing
there.
Put something out into the world that you've been working
He's
on.
just been sitting there for an
you know,
hour
sort
saying
of in
nothing.
a bubble for 6 years or something like that, and have the players experience the visual world. for the
Pondering.
first
I mean, he's
time
just
is
the art
amazing.
director,
Introducing the IP into the world, sort of beyond the game, sort of the culture it creates. Always excited to see like what the fans tell us what the game is and what the metas are and what the IP is, and so that exchange is always amazing.
Yeah, check out the Discord. It's getting wild in there right now.
Yo, is that a
with that,
fucking
have
worm
anything come
plushie?
to mind on your
Yes,
side?
yes, it is.
I'm just really excited.
Yeah, they sent out.
I didn't see that. Wait,
Yeah, they
that's
sent
hard.
out
We've
Silkworm
been making
plushes
this meal
to
for
the
a bit.
creators.
Now it's just time to see
What a
folks play,
plushie,
right?
bro.
Like we've been making the sandbox for a bit. We've been working together on all the activities and everything in the world, right? It's just going to be exciting to see people react to it organically and learn from it.
Yeah. Very
I'm also curious to see which runner will be the crowd favorite. Out of the end. I have theories.
I know you have many theories.
Yeah.
Well, chat, Discord, let us know. We'd love to hear what you guys are thinking.
Absolutely.
But that brings us to just about the conclusion of what's been a very action-packed show. So for starters, guys, thanks so much for being here today. We really appreciate it.
I mean, thank you so much,
Bye-bye.
and thank everybody out there. Like our
This
team
is
is
gonna
literally
go
sitting
Frontier
behind
Show.
these cameras
He's gonna
here,
miss
and
the Frontier show.
they're amazing. Like,
gonna start
we
Frontier
should give
Show,
ourselves
real,
a
real.
hand,
No, what are you doing?
All right, we'll see. They said a big
Frontier
surprise.
show,
Where's the big? There's gonna be no Frontier show. I feel like he's just gonna say.
And there's an immense amount of staff here that has been super gracious and kind to come and help work with us on this. So just want to make sure all of you, let's give you a hand too. You've been doing an amazing job. So thank you.
Riot Games did not allow things like this to happen for Valorant. They kept all their employees locked in sweatshops.
That's right. So again, as we noted at the top of the show, coming up at the very, very end, we've got a very special surprise. So go ahead and do yourself a favor and stick around all the way through till the end. But again, a huge thanks, Joe Ziegler, Joe Cross.
I feel like they're just gonna like
and
bombard
Lars
the screen
Bond.
with
Thank you for
codes.
being here today.
Hold on.
And of
I'm
course,
just gonna open
again,
Bungie
to
Net,
echo,
the redeem.
Ziegler, thank
just
you
in
so much
case.
to the entire dev team here at Bungie.
Just
Thank
in
you so
case.
much for being here today. Whether you're
You
here
act-
No,
with
it's
us
gotta
in
be
person or
Frontier.
you're at
It's
home,
gotta be Frontier.
it's your contribution.
I don't think so.
Possible. So truly, thank you.
It
It's
has to
honestly
be. There's
humbling
no other
to be
way.
here today.
I'm just gonna open up Bungie
And of
code
course,
redeem.
the
Just
crew here. Thank you all so much for all of your hard work. It's been incredible seeing this stage come up so quickly, rather. So thank you so much. It's been
What about
a huge effort.
anti-cheat?
It's all thanks to your efforts. And most importantly, again, to all of you fine folks out there for joining us today. It's such a privilege for us to get the opportunity to share what we've been working on, and it matters most when you show up and join us. We know you have busy days, and we're thankful to be a part of it. So thank you for joining us here on this Saturday morning. And of course, to we got something fun at the end. Make sure you stick around for a little bit longer. We're going to be rating Scarrow and Mr. Raffle Waffles, Milo, out there here just after the show.
With a dick riding Mr. Raffle Waffles, man, and Scarrow. I understand that they're I understand that they're hot right now, but like, come on, man.
With our streams, we've saved just one more special thing here for you at the end. Now, we've told you a lot about the game so far, but we haven't had a chance to really touch on the narrative just yet, and we're really excited to build a story that's innovative in the extraction shooter space.
Oh, it's a
both
story.
in
Story
and out of the
trailer.
game, and we'd love to show you a glimpse of that now.
In
So
and
I have
out of the game.
opportunity to partner with Academy and Emmy award-winning director Alberto Mielgo.
A movie?
To go ahead and show you just a bit of a snapshot of what life is like on Tau Ceti. So we hope you enjoy.
Live
but
action
in the
marathon
meantime,
show.
Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we'll see you all Starside.
Bro, the fucking art director, the art director did nothing. Yeah, of course. Why would they ruin it today? It's marathon day.
Me on my way to work.
Oh. Me when the fuck ass dog throws up at the living room. The ponchos? Oh my god, that's gotta be a merch item. Oh, so this is basically like the collapse, like the what happened, you know?
Bro fell over.
Yeah. No, it has to be. Yeah, this has to be the collapse.
The witness.
The witness.
The witness mentioned.
Oh. What? Yo, wait, this is sick, bro. Hold on, wait. The silkworms.
It's like a little timeline. Oh, the witness.
John Silkworm, bro.
John Silkworm. Yeah, there's no humans anymore, it's just robots. That's gonna be the story. That's gonna be the big twist.
I met a traveler from an antique land who said...
A traveler?
Two vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them, on the sand, half sunk, a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and sneer of cold command tell that it sculptor well those passions red which yet survive. Stamped on these lifeless things, the hand that mocked them, lifeless thing that mocked them. And the heart that fed, and the heart that
Kinda makes me want to play Cyberpunk, I'm not gonna lie. Taking loot and shit. I still have the
Anything
three.
that's not glued to the ground is going in my backpack.
Once again, as the new shell, as the new shell,
I mean, it feels just like what it is, right? Like $1 trillion.
Like $1 trillion.
Sakaguchi Genetics sent a reminder. Your shell repayment is coming up and will be charged against your line of credit.
Yeah, I know. Do you mind if we skip the formalities this time? Got a big contract waiting down there, so.
Understood. Let's proceed with your grounding exercise. Are you familiar with this item?
That's my lucky charm. Yeah. It's supposed to be my lucky charm.
Oh, that's badass. Damn, this is violent.
My goat, not the goat, bro. No.
I'm digging this. What?
Can you identify her?
Yeah, that's my mom. That's your mom.
Now, consider this. Do you recognize this child?
Who are you? I don't know.
It's you.
What? Really?
Hey, what's that you always tune into? Worth anything?
I don't know, but I like it. It speaks to me.
Wait a
Let me
minute.
listen.
Yeah, go ahead.
Keanu?
Do you ever wonder what happened to these people?
It's not my business.
In this
Wait, is that Adam
Feel like
Jensen?
Time finding a buyer.
Good. It's not for sale.
It is.
Oh my god.
It is. It was whatever his name is. Deus Ex's voice actor. Elias Toufé. Bexy? Oh, not Toufé. Yeah, he's in, that's him. Okay, so the shells are customizable, I think. It's not worth it, Adam Jensen. Don't get yourself killed.
Damn, that bitch is dead as fuck.
Oh, it is worth it.
That was pretty hype. That was pretty.
That was
fucking
hype. I dig that. All that just to get his Bluetooth speaker.
Real.
And on the pedestal, these words appear. My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair. Nothing beside remain. Nothing beside remain. Round the decay of that colossal wreck. Round the decay of that boundless and bare. Boundless. The lone and level sand stretch far away.
Oh my god.
Do you recognize this child?
No, I don't.
I don't know. Is that me?
That was absolute cinema.
That was cinema.
I hate video game companies because like why can they not just like fucking make a movie and just make billions of dollars with just this? I don't get it. Like I get you want to make games and stuff, but like bro.
And Discord signed up for the alpha.
What?
I hate the way that's scrolling. Why would they go right to left?
It's cinema, bro. It's cinema.
Transgressive. Thank you for watching. That's it. Oh baby. That was the best hour of my life. Hour.
That was cool. That was a pretty good first stream. I won't lie.
That was solid.
That was fucking awesome.
I was hyped, man. That was more than I get. Like, Listen, either worse. Wait. Please disperse.
Please
Okay.
disperse.
All right, I'm gonna disperse now. Bye bye.